Hello and welcome back to Mr. Red Plays Pokemon Wurmple Challenge. I'm your host, Mr. Red, and what we're doing here today and all days is try to get all of these 6 Wurmple as far into the game as possible. I'm not allowed to level them up. Wait a minute. No, that's a filthy lie. That would be terrible. I'm not allowed to evolve them. I'm not allowed to catch any other Pokemon unless I accidentally, do evolve one, and then I have to start from scratch. Guys, how awful would that be? Actually, probably not that bad, because I think I would just pick one up from super dirt cheap, wherever I can. Dirt cheap, haha, get it? And then just put it out front, and then switch out, do the classic switch out, you know? The pull-out method, if you will, and pulling out the worm, if you will, and get it because it's shaped like a penis. Anyway, then I would get a lot of experience points for that, which would be fine. That wouldn't be too hard, I think. I would only have to do that a couple of times before they're, at least comparable level-wise speaking with the others. Right now what I'm trying to do, however, is get Wurmple 3 up to level 15, because I think Wurmple 3 does the most damage, has the highest attack, but I can barely get in a word edgewise with Roxanne before she kills me. So what's really more important is defense, and Wurmple 5, I named all my Pokemon Wurmple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you didn't catch up on that. Wurmple 5 is the one that has highest defense, which means has the most likelihood of not dying in one hit to Roxanne, which keeps happening, which is why it makes it so hard. So now you're all caught up, and now I'm just trying to get Wurmple 3 up to level 15, which I said before, but I needed to reiterate, because sometimes I forget that I say things, and then I say them again. What can you do? What can you do? It's going well. I'm doing good at this game. I'm good at Pokemon. The problem is, it takes so long. Watch this. That Poochyena dead. Now watch how much experience I get. 47, right? That seems like a lot. 47 is a lot of experience points. Watch the blue needle. Watch it. See where it is now? Put your finger on the screen. Put your finger right there on the screen where the blue needle is. I'm gonna hit OK. That's nothing. That's barely even the length of your fingernail, depending on what device you watch it on. Actually, yeah, if you're watching this on mobile, which you probably shouldn't touch your screen because it'll pause or whatever, it will not actually pass over your fingernail, probably. So that's what's so hard about it. It's very difficult. You should feel very bad for me. Also, I'm trying to stay as close to the edge of the I'm trying to stay as close to the edge of the grass as possible, because of reasons that I will now explain to you. Can't escape. Can't escape. Anyway, why am I on the edge? Oh, because I need to get in a hurry to the Pokemon Center sometimes, and when I'm in the middle of the grass, sometimes I can get weak and then run back and get attacked, and that's bad, especially because it slows me down, and ain't nothing gonna slow me down, man. Ain't nothing. So, yeah, it's really all about me, just trying to be efficient. Just to be efficient. Even though I'm not a fish, I'm a worm. It's a little joke. Sometimes it's like a nightmare. It's like when you're scared and you have to create a moment of levity to lighten the mood. And this is the truest nightmare. I've never been more horrified or enraged or angry or sad in my entire life. Taillow! But yeah, see, Taillow's the worst, among the worst, because they are birds, and they use Peck, which is a bird-type move, which means when it uses against me, a worm, a bug type, it does a lot of damage, which is not good. It's not conducive to gaining experience. Although I am curious. I am curious if I'm going to get a lot of experience points for fighting a Taillow, or not a lot. Let's see. Fainted. 59, that's probably the most. Or maybe not. Maybe I just got a 60-something and I'm immediately forgetting about it. In which case, I'm sorry. There's a Poochyena. I like this little guy. Take a little bit of a drink there, so sorry about that. Poochyenas are cool. I like them. They're very classic. I liked getting them when I was playing the game normally, and not a Wurmple challenge, an Emerald challenge, if you will. And it was good because they were cool, and you caught them, and you were like, "This is a neat Pokemon. He's tough, he's bad, you know, he's rebellious, And then he became a giant monster later on, which is cool. It was just neat to fight with him, you know. But I did beat him, and that's good. And I think I probably want to go heal. I don't have to. No, I won't. I won't. There's no point. There's no point to anything. There's no point to anything. There's another Tailo, though, which means boo on me. So I'm going to try to poison this one. Even though Tackle does a lot of damage and I could just take him out, I do want to try to poison him just to see. Just to know. Wow. You know what? That was quite impressive, actually. I poisoned him in one hit, plus I did a lot of damage with that poison thing. And, haha, your stupid move failed. Wow! Look at me! I'm blasting through these Talos like an MFer. Do I want to heal? I feel like I should, but I also don't want to. It's not a desire of mine. There's an Abra. I'm going to try to run from him. I'm not going to be able to escape. I'm going to be sad about that. Not sad, angry. Look at this. Let me explain something to you. I'm trying to get out of this fight, but the game is saying that I'm unable to do so. However, at the very first opportunity, Abra is going to use the move Teleport to escape the fight. Why is it okay for him to run away from the battle, but not okay for me to run away from the battle? Explain that to me. Why does this happen? Look, Wild Abra used Teleport. Look, Wild Abra fled from battle. Wild Abra, it's dumb. It's bad, and it's dumb, and I'm not happy that it exists, and I'm sad inside. Anyway, Hannibal, that's a TV show, right? From like 20 years ago. I'm watching it now for the first time. I missed it when it was on. Actually, I did watch the first episode when it came out, and I thought, for some reason, that it was very run-of-the-mill. Like, oh, it's just your standard cop drama. One of them just happens to be a serial killer, and that's the twist. Turns out, kind of, it's not really that at all. It's Hannibal as in Hannibal Lecter, you know, like Hannibal Lecter. And he's from Silence of the Lambs, you know. And the show is very brutal. There's some horrific stuff in there, just like nightmarish scenarios. It's hard to watch even for me. I talked about how I don't get scared of things, and I'm not scared of this show, but it is gruesome. And there are definitely some situations where there are bad people in scenes with good people, and you don't know what the intentions of those bad people are. And it's very suspenseful. You don't know what's going to happen, and I don't like it. I'm going to push very hard to get to level 15 by the end of this episode, as quickly as I can in kata. I find the show hard to watch, not only because of how gruesome it is, but also there's this weird thing about the psychology of the show, because Hannibal is a psychologist, and the main character, Will Graham, is not crazy, but he has stuff going on. He's definitely unstable. That's something they talk about. He's unstable, and he's worried about his own sanity. And so, like, the idea of sanity and just mental institutions, I don't mean that in the sense of, like, a business or a place that helps people, but I mean, like, the mindset people are in, are part of the discussion of the show. And it's such a cerebral, heady conversation that I find it very hard to actually keep track. Not only that, it's very complicated, or complex, I don't know what the best word is, but there'll be killers and copycat killers and all kinds of... All right, I'm going to go heal real quick. I'm going to go fast, lightning fast, and heal. And I don't know who committed what crimes, because they don't show you those crimes all the times. Time crimes. And things are constantly being shifted around, like, oh, this person actually did that crime and not these crimes. And you're like, okay. Plus, I take time off of the show because it's so hard to watch that I forget what is going on. So there'll be characters that I could have swore died, but then they're back. And I'm like, okay, and also they're friends with, like, the oxygen tank girl. No spoilers, but, like, the girl in the oxygen tank with the skin disease and couldn't see faces. I could have swore they killed her. Actually, I didn't know. Like, I remembered she was a character, and then I didn't remember how that situation resolved itself. Then suddenly, she's in an oxygen tank with and talking to Will Graham as if they're friends, and she's like, I'm really glad you came to see me. Clearly she could see faces again. Was she healed? I don't know. I don't remember that. So, and why is she still alive? It was very confusing to me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm an idiot, which I've mentioned multiple times that I am on the show. It's good though. I do enjoy it. I really like, is it Brian Fuller? Is that his name? The guy who runs the show. He is amazing. I love American Gods. I love just the visual way that he decides to paint scenarios and scenes specifically. Like, just all of his shows are just beautiful. The way they just look. I don't know. So I like it, and there's a lot that I like about it, but it's just very hard to stomach sometimes. And I mean that it's very well done. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just very hard for me to take in because of how brutal and weird it is. But I do enjoy it. So I think that is all I have to say about Hannibal. But it's neat. Anyway, here we are fighting this Poochyena. I'm about to take him out. And then, actually, before I do that, I'm going to see if this will heal me. This is like that time, 42, it will. Did I say heal? That's weird. When you're taking math tests and you're like, okay, if I get these questions wrong, I will get this many points. Instead of doing the math problems, you're doing other math problems to figure out how many math problems you need to do or not do. I definitely have played that game. I've also done the thing where I'm like, oh, here's my grades. If I don't turn in any of these assignments, I will fail. So I have to turn in at least, there we go, this many assignments, and then I'll do it. Okay, no, I don't want to evolve. All right, so you know what that means. It means I have to burp for some reason. Wow, that's weird. I haven't taken a drink in years. Guys, I'm going to go and heal, and then next episode, I'm going to face off against Roxanne. I will die. I promise you I will not be victorious. However, I'm going to try my damnedest. So, tune in tomorrow for that. That'll be exciting. More Wurmple challenges. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Also, ring the bell to be notified when new new episodes come out. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. spelled the short way, Red Prod, Mr. Red Prod, Mr. Red Productions. And I hope to see you again. Oh, wait, no, Facebook. On facebook.com/Mr. spell out the long way, Red Productions. Now, see you tomorrow, everybody. I hope to see you again. Bye. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna record this later, so I will be it'll be a week before I do this again, but I will see you. You'll see me.